In this video, I'm going to do an unboxing of the Acer Chromebook C710-2847. So let's get to it. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I've owned several Chromebooks. This is actually my 5th Chromebook I've ever owned. And it's actually the 4th Chromebook I still have. I had the CR48 during the pilot program and I gave that device away. It is a little bit underpowered and I have several other Chromebooks in my possession right now. I'm probably going to sell at least one of them, but that's for a different video. Now, this Chromebook originally retailed for $199. I actually got it on eBay for $117.49 shipped. So I think I got a pretty good deal on it, even though it's about a year old now. Generally, if you look on eBay, these things sell for about $160 shipped. So they're still holding somewhat of their value. Now, the reason I got this is because I want to do a comparison video. It's actually going to be called the Chrome Clash. And I'm going to compare my 4 Chromebooks to each other. And I have the newest generation Chromebook, the HP 14, which has the Haswell-based processor in it. I also have a Lenovo Chromebook, which came out earlier in 2013. Then I have the Samsung Series 5 550 Chromebook, which for a time was the most powerful Chromebook you could get. It was actually, up until the Pixel came out, the most powerful Chromebook on the market. And then I wanted to get this Chromebook because it offers different performance. It has an Intel Celeron processor in it, dual core, clocked at 1.1 gigahertz per core. And it's probably the only Chromebook or Chrome OS device that ever came out with a hard drive in it. This device has a 320 gigabyte hard drive in it. So I'm really happy with a lot of the Chromebooks that I have. I really didn't need another one, but I wanted to get this one because I wanted to educate myself on how a Chromebook with a hard drive and these specs operates. Now, like most Chromebooks that have come out, this has an 11.6-inch screen. And like a lot of Chromebooks that came out during this time, it has 2 gigabytes of RAM in it. Now, supposedly this is in good condition. It does not come with the original box, I don't think, but we'll find out when I open this up. But it comes with everything that it should, the Chromebook itself and the adapter, the power plug. So without any further ado, let's get this thing open here. Grab my trusty cutter, and this is packaged very well. There's a lot of tape on it, so that's not that great because, as you can see, my cutter barely cuts through anything anymore. Alright, let's see what we have here. The Chromebook and part of the adapter. So first things first, let's get this adapter undone. And a very basic adapter. You have your brick incorporated into the adapter itself, and then I believe this twists off. There we go. So you can change out the plugs. Obviously, I'm in the United States here, so this is the plug that I need. I don't believe it comes with any adapters, but I'm sure you could get them if you needed them. I won't need them. It's actually nice because this cord is a lot more compact than a lot of the Chromebook cords that you get on those devices. Of course, here's the main event here. And a lot of tape is used. Here it is. Looks to be in good condition. You got your Acer branding there, of course your Chrome branding there as well. It's sort of a metallic gray, gunmetal gray. On the right side of the device here, let's see, you have a headphone microphone jack, you have a USB port, actually 2 of them, you have your power port here and your Kensington lock. On the back of the device, pretty much nothing, just the hinge, and of course the battery here, which is removable, which is nice. Not many Chromebooks have that. Actually, 2 of my 4 Chromebooks have a removable battery. Here you have an Ethernet port, you have a VGA port, you have some venting here. Again, this is a Celeron processor here, so there's a fan in here, unlike the ARM-based models that are out there. Here is your HDMI port, which is nice, and then another USB port, so 3 USB ports on this device. On the front, looks like you have nothing except, looks like an SD card slot here. Actually, there's a blank in there. So you have your SD card slot, and it's actually a full, it looks like a full SD card slot. A lot of Chromebooks that you get, for instance my Lenovo one, which I really like, and my Samsung one, if you put an SD card in the SD card slot, it sticks out. So it looks like this won't, because the blank looks like a full blank. But we'll test that out in a future video when I do my Chrome Clash. On the bottom of the device you have some venting here. Actually, those might be speakers here. We'll test that out. You have your 4 rubberized feet down here. You have some venting here and here and here. And this looks like some sort of reset button of some sort in here. It shows that you can press it with a sharp object. Either that or it's a release to release the back cover. Actually, I think that's how you release the battery. Oh, and on front here there are a couple of LEDs here, as you can see. Looks to be in decent condition. Let's open this up and see what we have here. It's going to fire up right away. And a little protective thing here for the screen. So as you can see, the device fires up right away like most Chromebooks do when you open it up. It does have a glossy screen, and it looks to be in decent condition. The bezel is also glossy, and it looks like there are a couple of little hairline scuffs on there, but that's to be expected with that piano black glossy plastic. It scratches very easily. I'm not too concerned. Like I said, if I wanted something in mint condition, I'd buy it brand new. Up top here you do have some little rubberized spacers on the sides as well, so when it closes down it's not going to mash down. You have some on the bottom down here as well. You have your Acer branding right here, like most laptops have the branding down there. And again, this is an 11.6 inch screen, and the viewing angles look to be pretty standard for a device of this price. So the screen goes almost all the way back, which is actually pretty cool. I like when laptops do that. You have your Intel Inside branding here, again an Intel Celeron processor clocked at 1.1 gigahertz dual core. You have a trackpad here. It seems to be really responsive. It's a clickable trackpad. And then of course you have your chiclet keyboard here. Seems to be pretty standard for one of those kind of keyboards. This is a modified Chrome OS keyboard. You actually do have a caps lock key here. Most Chrome OS devices or Chromebooks have a search key here, and they've opted not to go with a caps lock key. You can actually program a search key when it's over here to be a caps lock key, but by default it's a search key. You do have your Chrome specific buttons up here, which include back, forward, reload, switching between windows, your brightness controls, your volume control, and whatnot. But they are also labeled F1 through F12. So again, a modified Chrome keyboard. You can hear the device, but it's not loud. I don't get bothered by that anyway because I'm used to regular laptops. It's not obnoxiously loud. But just know that it's not quiet like the ARM-based machines, because the ARM-based machines don't have any moving parts in it. This has a Celeron processor which has a fan on it, and then it also has a hard drive. So I'm going to be interested to actually try out the uses of a hard drive, because most Chrome OS devices or Chromebooks come with 16 gigabytes of flash storage on board, and they don't have a vast amount of storage on it. But this has a 320 gigabyte hard drive. So I'm going to figure out what I want to do, how I want to use that space if that space is even usable much at all. I mean, I know you can. I have on previous Chromebooks. I know that you can use them and put things onto them, but 320 gigs is a lot of space for a cloud-based device. So it'll be interesting to see, how I can make use of that. And that's really one of the reasons I got it. One of the main reasons I got this. So let's shut this down. The power button is up here. Again, most Chrome OS devices have the power button all the way over here on the keyboard, but again, this is a modified keyboard here. So let's shut this down. And there we go. And again, there's a screen there, so you can see it. And one thing I neglected to mention, it also has a webcam up here, and then you have your indicator light there as well. And then here is your mic right there. So that's the Acer Chromebook C710-2847. Join me in a future video when I actually pit this device against all the other Chromebooks that I have. And again, that's the main reason I got this, because I wanted to test out the performance of a 1.1 gigahertz Atom processor, because I know a 1.5 gigahertz Atom works very well. So that's going to do it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And as always, if you want to help out my channel, give me a thumbs up or favorite this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.